camera, sound, marker, and action. Welcome back to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role-playing, and video games. I'm your host Mikey, a freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and variety streamer on Twitch. And today we continue our first playthrough of the Wuthering Waves main story. We are picking up where we last left off a few hours ago, before I had to take a break for a tabletop RPG playtest. That's an intense session. I will say that. If you are here, Vanua, that is an intense session with a lot of layers of decision making. It is a great time. We are playing Confluence, the Living Archive, a tabletop RPG which is currently in the testing phase, which will be launching for backers on October. Iwata, welcome in. I hope I got that right. October 15? But Iwata, speaking of Confluence, the tabletop RPG, Dewata is an artist, an author, and tabletop RPG creator. I will leave this link up. It says I visit the site open. Okay, that's not how you copy paste. Pin. Manually unpin at the end of the stream. Okay, hope that message works. Just speaking in, you don't think you will stay up long. Hope progging was very productive, Dewata. I will be catching up with you guys over the course of the week. We will be playing Tavern Talk on Tuesday, though. We'll be finishing... Well, we will endeavor to finish our review in play or review in progress of Tavern Talk, which is the cozy little tavern innkeep simulator narrative adventure. It's been fun. It's cozy. But in between all that, we will endeavor to continue our Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail main quest progression. Thank you for being here as usual. I really appreciate your presence here, Dewata. We're just gonna do some... I just realized we're about to hit the daily reset. So before we continue with some of the main scenario quests, I'm just gonna dive quickly into the dailies. Also, it might give you an idea for people who are out there of how quickly you can get dailies done. And I'm not exactly the fastest player either. So immediately you can already see we're starting from 0 activity points. The daily quest itself, you can go into that right now. Usually it's just a defeat exiles. That can be done in under a minute, as you can see. But I will say again, I was excited to continue this because I felt like I wanted to push through a bit more because the beginning of this, the patch quest, was so promising. It's much easier to use a ranged character to get those shinies. Oh, there's the thing I didn't pick up. So yeah, it's daily quests. Either kill this or just talk to these guys for a short dialogue.
I can't believe it. Wonderful sound.
Useless idiots.
And they did add a bit of dialogue over there. So that's done. That's already 40 out of your 100. And if you want, you can like cook, which is easy. That's already a plus 20. But we want to be spending our wave plates because we're trying to buff up right now. You naturally will be doing your dailies as you try to progress with your certain characters. So we can't ascend yet, but we did pick up a good weapon, the Emerald of Genesis. I've been wanting to focus on my rover since she is my main. Havoc rover is pretty awesome. So as we need these. So I think I can synthesize 2 of these. I wish they added more quality of life though for the synthesizing portion. I know they added it later on in Honkai Star Rail, but it'd be nice to learn from that. Like, I just want to be able to stay in this menu and get the different stages of like keep everything in one entry. The progression line of the rarity, like MF Howler, and then you have the purple version, which is the FF Howler. Like for me, it'd be easier if you could just like keep it in one entry and then just choose which versions you want to synthesize, and it's easy to like calculate and trickle down. But anyway, so we require 2 of these. So thankfully we can do that. And we needed more of these, yes. We don't have enough, so we want to make... Wait. Reactive material. Do we need that? Then... Wait. We can make polarized material. We need this. We can only make 1? Wait, I may be wrong. See, like I also cannot check because you can't just like... Okay, switch, upgrade. Dude, see, it'll be easy if like you go to usually the gachas these days, like for an upgrade material, you click it and then you can click go to the relevant window, and then you can also return to the source, so you can also check. So we need 7 of this, so we cannot synthesize any of that right now. So we are going to be dumping our wave plates on this. Nevo 10, welcome in. I mean, I'm just talking into the ether right now. Talking to you guys. Thank you for dropping by. You can actually synthesize Echo XP pods now? Wait, like what? I haven't read the patch notes. And there are some features as well that I stumbled upon because through research and Googling. Like, when I was filling up my data bank, like, I don't know when this comes up, but you can actually use your... Because for the longest time, I was wondering, what the hell do I do with these lower rarity ones? I cannot use them to level up other Echoes if I don't invest XP in them. Because once you invest XP in any rarity of Echo, then you can use that as a little XP pinata to give it to another Echo. Otherwise, I thought they were useless. So I thought, wait, you can actually combine them? So greens and blues into a gold Echo. Yeah, and I only found out about that later on. Like after the main quest, when I really tried to delve into the data bank. But I will say though, I thought it was intimidating at first. But as you get data bank levels, the drop bonuses are real. They're really, really helpful. This one's already 100% guarantee. But as the more data bank levels you get, the easier it is to fill up your Pokedex. And I thought it would be daunting, but I have been playing my dailies and it's pretty awesome. It's just right. I feel like it takes less effort for me to do the dailies here compared to like the other gachas. But yeah, overall, I'm enjoying the gameplay. I'm enjoying the beginning of the new chapter quests. We're gonna continue that later on. Leveling extra Echoes was such a pain. You can actually the Echo you mentioned, synthesize Echo XP pods. Like what exactly is synthesizing XP pods? You're right, I didn't do the trials because I went straight into pulling Cincy. I was already guaranteed to pull her anyway, but thank you for the reminder. I will do the trial. I only have 1 copy of her though. Sad, I had to pity her. But I got super lucky, but thankfully I was able to get her before I had to swipe my card because I saved up enough because I was blessed with godly luck, which usually doesn't happen to me in gacha games. I was able to get Tien, the previous banner, and who's Electric Mommy? Yinlin. They RNG gods were kind to me. So I had enough leftover pulls to get a pity and win 50-50 on Cincy. So that's fine. But yeah, definitely I still want to do the trial because they give you materials. You always do the trials. But right now, I'm just trying to catch up before the daily deadline. But yeah, what's your team composition, Evodan? I'm still learning the game myself. I've just been following like guides online. You've been pulling weapons. Yeah, that can trap you. Like, I kind of accepted that I won't be able to get a character and a weapon unless I'm either godly lucky or I spend. So, as it is with these gacha games, I tend to just accept that I'm gonna use generic weapons instead.
Wonderful sound. Frozen blockade. None shall whisper. Shadow descends.
Useless idiots!
Calcharo, Yinlin, and Verena. Ooh. Yeah, I heard Calcharo is a great main DPS. I'm holding out on my selector. I don't know yet who I want for my selector because I'm thinking one of them might spook me by the end of the year since I am planning to play it for a while. So I'm gonna wait until like the very last week until I use my selector. But I'm happy that with the banner, the basic banner, I honestly like just based on coolness and my attraction to the characters, I'm glad I got the banner for Tianxin. I used the beginner banner for Tianxin, and we got Verena as our random beginner banner. Lingyang, I wasn't a big fan after I did the companion quest. So it is either Calcharo or Encore. But a lot of the builds I keep seeing for the teams keep saying Calcharo, Calcharo, Calcharo. But I know people love him because he's essentially like Sephiroth. But I mean, Encore's also good. And she's kind of adorable also. So I cannot tell if I want Sephiroth or Murder Girl. Yes. Murder Puppet Girl. Yeah, Encore so adorable. But I'm already happy that I got Xian for the regular pool 5 stars. But I have no more resources. It's like I'm gonna have to save up. Havoc Rover's actually pretty good. That's what I heard, and I can feel the difference. And once I got I don't have the substats I like. That's another thing that I'll just refine it over time. But I got the main stats at least, and that really helped boost the DPS. Like I underestimated how much it would boost you for the echoes. You know what? Let's just dump everything here. You still need to get Sanhua up. You would recommend either Calcharo or Encore. Yeah, that's what I'm deciding. And if one of them spooks me over the next year, then I'll choose the other one for sure. Poor Ling Yang. Like, oh. Like I did like his story, but as a character, just not really a fan.
Doesn't sound like a good bargain.
Like frigid death. Useless idiots.
I also like that they added dialogue for some of them, the NPCs and the world enemies as well. Such an adorable panicking cat. Oh no. That emote's so adorable. It's like, no! No, I got Ling Yang!
The show begins. Keep it together. None shall whisper. One with the sound. A change of perception.
Shackles be gone.
But I don't know if they're ever gonna spook me because I just decided to pull on the basic banner, the weapon banner, because you can still get characters from this, right? Question mark. I may be wrong, but it's just annoying how, at least for this, your weapon mats are also split between the character mats, and for this, well, do you want the weapon or do you want a character banner? So I've been pulling on the weapon banner. But yeah, it's what it is. What it is. It is a gacha game.
Time to get down to business. One with the sound. Stay behind me.
Stop hiding!
Not worth mentioning.
Oops.
Frozen blockade.
Useless idiots!
Conception. Rejuvenating snow.
You really like your forte circuit with the wind-up time. You can switch out and do damage while she's out charging it. Oh, are you talking about Sanhua? Again, I don't know a lot of the nuances of the characters, so I can always stand to learn. Encore, okay. Oh, right. When she's like going berserk, right? I think I saw that. You can leave her on the field and then you can swap out. That's super cool. And she just explodes. What's our... We have 80. That's 2 40s. We could defeat... Who do I need mats? Who do I need to ascend? I'm trying to ascend Magistrate. So... Morning Ikes. Sure, Ikes. You know, wait. I need to focus. My focus was to get Rover a better weapon. So our best sword right now is Emerald of Genesis. There we go. Boo boo boo. Mike the Mad! What's up? Hello. I'm just doing some late night main quest progression, but I'm trying to catch the time. Ah, so close. I'm just trying to catch a timer for dailies. Also working on this weapon. Yeah, it's 3:19 a.m. So I am in Southeast Asia. What was I going to do? Right, simulation. I'll do 2 simulations, then just to wipe out my wayplates. Then we're going to jump into the main story. And again, I'm very happy with the intro to the patch quest. I did stick with English dub. It got better. The recording, the acting, the delivery, the staging, the choreography, everything about the new patch quest intro was really good. XP materials. Proceed. Fast travel. Fellow Rover from California, welcome in. Are you done with all the main stuff? Visually looking better too. Yes. The lighting, the cinematography of all the dialogue cutscenes, like I just watched the trailer for the first time a while ago for 1.1, the cinematic trailer. I totally underestimated the quality of it. I thought, oh, it's gonna be a cool trailer. Some of the comments were like, whoa, this is cinema or whatever, but I thought they were just memeing. And I just watched the trailer and I'm like, wow.
You there?
They let Kuro.
Good training keeps you sharp.
Let Kuro
Enemies
cook.
won't go easy on you out there.
Also, I like that they finally voiced these guys. You're working on the new patch. All right, we just started. We're gonna jump back into that once I remember what to do. Weapon. Wait, that this was for fire, right? Well, whatever.
You will obey. One is the sound.
Stay behind me. Cycle of corruption. A change of perception.
What the hell? That got cancelled early.
One is the sound.
Okay, one more. Then that should conclude our dailies.
Down with the curtain. One is the sound.
Stay behind me. Like frigid death.
Nowhere to hide. One is the sound.
What? Why weren't you hurt? What the hell? Okay, that should be it. Exit. Alright, we're gonna go back to the story. So we last left off where we just sailed to that area. Again, a super awesome cutscene with Changling. What's her name? The navigator girl. The one people are... She's currently trending. I'm seeing a lot of people posting about her. Changling? Mount Firmament is a secluded haven detached from the rest of the world. It is rumored to be the very place where the Sentinel Jue. This is the quest? First impression? What this? Oh, okay. Reach Mount Firmament. Sweet. Nice. Oh, okay. So we got a lot of stuff for the main quest. Sure, let's do the trials. Let's just get there. I want to try her out. They gave you an achievement and it covered the dialogue. It wasn't terrible, but he did laugh at how goofy that was. And I'm pretty sure the writers are also aware about how... I mean, let's admit, chat. Act 1 was super rough, especially because of the rewrites. But I feel like, you know, they learned. And I hope they start to tell a better story. Qinxi's forte gauge is restored when resonators inflict attribute damage or coordinated attack damage. Coordinated attack damage. Attribute damage. Qinxi may consume forte gauge to provide additional damage multipliers for certain skills.
For you, it would be my honor.
Yeah, when I started to look into what changed,
I'm
I
sure
really think the ideal Act 1 would have been a combination of Closed Beta 1 with what we got today, but mostly leaning on the Closed Beta 1 stuff. Like, they neutered Crownless. It's like, at least that would have been compelling. And the way Crownless, like, beat up everyone, presented a threat, and reminded you that this was one of your former adversaries, and you had that flashback. And then, what did they do to this? He's not even a good tutorial. And it felt so unfinished. Anyway, I have a lot of gripes about Act 1. I know it turned a lot of players away, which is unfortunate. Because we got some good moments in the later acts. But they didn't gel well with the initial acts. On top of many other things. Like, there were characters that appeared in the finale that weren't even introduced. Or mentioned. And like, who are these guys supposed to be? I don't even know you. So, a lot of it was lost. And then... But you could tell, like, they can tell compelling action scenes like this. So the new patch so far gives me hope with the intro, at least. The acting in English got significantly better. And my problem really was just the way it was recorded in Act 1 and 2 in the base game. The English dub recording felt like they didn't process it. And it was just painful to the ears. But it got significantly better here. And again, a very polished intro. But I wish they would get some of the closed beta 1 and incorporate it into a better new player experience, because I've had a bunch of friends just give up on Wuwa right away after Act 1 because of how rough it is. Okay, Incarnation after basic attack. Crescent Divinity or Incarnation. What I like about the system is that it tells you how to use your forte, and it's easy enough to like intuit what to do. So which is cool. Whoa! Wow! She flies now? Okay, what the holy shit! I don't even know what I'm doing. Never mind, I don't know how to intuit this. What? Why is she so awesome? Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. The trials are maximum Eidolon. Sorry, not Eidolon, that's Honkai.
Heaven ordains.
What is the Eidolon here? Wow, okay. You can have a full dragon team soon. You put Tinsi, Jian, and who's the third dragon? Who would be the third dragon, I wonder? Okay, that's cool. I'll just try all these guys another time. Bye. I want to get to the story. I have these to do. Blah. Alright. Jinsi has gone missing and he just had an enigmatic dream. That was one questionable part for me though. Like, either I forgot if we had an enigmatic dream pre-patch, or if I just accidentally skipped the dream sequence. But apparently we dreamed about this Mount Firmament and all of that. I guess the trailer was the dream we had. I don't know. Mortefi? Well, he does have dragon skills. He's kind of like Roy Mustang with his lighter, but you know, like dragon as in these people who channel the sentinels. I don't think we got information about others for now. But I guess you could consider Mortefi a dragon. Sure, you can put him in. So we have a full dragon team. We have 2 dragon friends and 1 actual dragon. And Mortefi supposedly does go well with Cian, right?
Weren't
As the
they
sub DPS.
concerned about losing lifespan?
For those fanatics, nothing mattered more than the truth. To live every moment with overwhelming passion. How many can claim such a tenacious drive and unshakable determination?
The Court of Savante, right? The ones who also did the whole retro act reign? I could be wrong. Oh!
An unexpected discovery.
That is a nice surprise. Yo, wait! What happened to the bridge? Did we teleport past the bridge? Oh, we did. What's this? Wind Chimer. Wind Chimers are scattered across Mount Firmament and can be collected using basic attack or range attack. Someone has a keen interest in them. Gather Wind Chimers to exchange for valuable resources with her. Loot Mapper? I should use that more often, shouldn't I? Reveal yourselves, treasure! It just stresses me out, chat. I'm like, oh, so many collectibles, and I get sidetracked and I just don't do anything anymore. But thank you for the reminder. I should use it more often. But then what about the story? Okay, let's redo it again. So we did the whole time travel thing, and we were supposed to be like, wow, it's that feature from that one game where you reverse time in portions. And we crossed the bridge. But... Ooh. Oh. What that? That chest. What's triangle? They increase its radius? Oh. Okay, that's good. In honor of the increased radius,
Remnants of the past.
we will treasure hunt. Where is the... Huh? Oh, haha.
Cherish every game.
There's gotta be a secret behind the waterfall, right? Every video game needs secret behind the waterfall. I can't even get through the waterfall, never mind. Seriously, chat, after playing Wuwa, I cannot go back to world exploration in Genshin. Dewata, good night. Hope you had a good prog day. We shall prog alongside you tomorrow / later. I'm still amazed at the new patch so far. You can now fly in one of the zones. Nice! Right, the ether currents. I need to do that as well. Yeah, for those wondering, I'm also progging with my FC mates. One of my FC mates is Dewata, who's also here. Plays Wuwa as well. But we are currently deep in Dawn Trail. Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail territory. So why are we killing these turkey things?
Last chance.
What did they do to deserve this? Oh, they're an echo. Dwarf Cassowary. Summon a Dwarf Cassowary to attack. Okay, databank stuff. Yeah, have a good night, Dewata. I hope I can catch up to you guys soon. For Dawn Trail. It's been hard for you to log on to Genshin, so much so that you do believe your last few days of welcomes expired without me collecting. Oh, and I hate it when they don't accumulate. When you're penalized for forgetting to log in or not being able to log in, then you literally lose money by not collecting your Welkin. It sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. Again. These gacha games. But yeah, I mean, one of these days I will continue the story of Genshin. I just never got the motivation to. So I actually just finished Leah. I'm not even done with Leah. So I missed out entire regions. So I can't even do any of the new content because it's locked behind main story progression. So that's a priority for me if I ever return to Genshin. But I just collect my Welkins in Genshin to pull on characters I find super cool. Like the character now, I believe, the banner character now, the duelist lady. Whoa!
Totally not too late to lurk in your stream XD.
Whoa! I'm more surprised about that alert. What? When did that alert come from? Was that a Streamlabs alert? I thought I had another alert set up. That doesn't matter because I'm still very grateful for your 5-month streak, Bonebreaker. How was Elden Ringing? And yeah, we raided out to that friendly woman who's playing Mass Effect. I followed Lady L. So that was fun. I was lurking as well because I was in a playtest session. So now we're just doing some woo-wah. The new patch just dropped, so I want to get it out of the way. But yeah, Elden Ring. I think I'm going to go back to Elden Ring after Final Fantasy. So you're probably going to beat the DLC before we do. So my friend's Bonebreaker is a streamer from Germany who is currently going through the Elden Ring DLC, Shadow of the Erd Tree. And they do play a lot of challenging games, but a wide variety of games as well with story involved. So it's a good time over there. Variety streaming with Bonebreaker and his community. Totally fair. Here's my consensus on Genshin story per region. Got a really cool light greatsword to accompany your big bonker. Light greatsword life Bonebreaker. And I'm excited for you to find the other light greatswords. Once I defeated a certain boss, I put on that boss's armor. I used that boss's weapons, and I'm never going back. It's like, this is my endgame look. I'm so happy with that, the boss equipment we got. You'll get there soon. Monsa was pretty meh. Liyue was okay, introduced a lot of cool concepts. Inazuma was okay, incredibly rushed. Sumeru was good, Fontaine was good. Okay, thank you for that rundown. Yeah, Mondstadt was a very safe, like, it's the first of its, like, it is the first gacha of its kind. We gotta admit, Genshin really galvanized competition in the gacha sphere. I was amazed. I'm still amazed that Genshin Impact was that MMO, that single player open world thing with social elements on my phone. I'm still amazed. But yeah, it was okay, generic. Liyue introduced a lot of cool concepts. I can sense that. The world building that they're doing, the talking about the Archons, the rest of the world. Yeah. And in Inazuma, I also heard the same thing, that it is just so rushed. But I did hear great things about Sumeru and Fontaine. So they were very competent. So, like, my brother keeps saying, like, how they keep getting better in terms of storytelling in Genshin. So eventually I'll give it a shot. I'll go back to the story, but my main gachas is currently like Wuwa and Nikkei. And then we're getting Zenless Zone Zero next week. I'm gonna try that out because I love the vibe they're going for. It's like Splatoon plus Persona. And I like how diverse the characters look. They're not just generic adult female model, young female model, child model. You know what it is in Wuwa even, and Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. Like, I want different bodies. So I'm glad that they're doing that with Zenless Zone Zero. Lots of exploring today. You're even more excited. Better be excited, Bonebreaker. Like, I'm not even close to like finishing the DLC, but it is kicking my ass. Like, I wish I could check into your stream, maybe when I avoid spoilers, but it's like after 2 years of not playing Elden Ring, I am just getting my ass handed to me in the DLC. I don't know what it is about it. I'm just having such a difficult time. Even with like the regular mobs on the field. Use a nearby pressure platform to raise or lower the stone pillar. Light emitter. A light emitting device capable of activating the light gatherer. A light receiving device that activates after being continuously illuminated by the light emitter for a certain period. I get it.
An unexpected discovery.
Oh, did you hear that? It echoed. Our voice echoed.
Rover, it's the Fraxidus.
Oh, they're here.
Stay behind me. Cycle of corruption. A change of perception. Frozen blockade.
Oh, they're back.
Wonderful sound. The show begins.
The Fraxidus. It's them again.
Can't believe I almost died.
They've set traps all around the luminous shore. They must have anticipated your arrival.
Okay. Pavo Plum. Pavo Plum.
The entrance is sealed.
It's the photon barrier. Another invention from the court of Savante. Specific steps must be followed to undo the barrier. Rover, I'll guide you.
You mean the tutorial will guide me? Photon barrier. Photon vaults usually appear in sets and emit golden energy paths connected to the photon barrier. Both range attacks and melee attacks can deactivate photon vaults. Disabling all photon vaults in a set will deactivate the photon barrier. Once the photon barrier is down, the stationary enemies inside will become active again.
Use long-range weapons on the photon vaults to cut off its energy.
Do I have to? Where's my... Okay, more Teffy.
Once we reach the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution.
Heck yeah.
Transmitting rejuvenating snow.
Fluorite. Fishy. I'm a fishing master now. Point of no return.
So it can't hurt me.
Uh-oh. She had to pay the price. Whoa. Oh. Screenshot. Wait. What's my screenshot? Shortcut? Windows Alt print screen. Windows Alt print screen. Wow, chat. I do love snowy biomes, but is this the effect of that strange time pattern you mentioned?
Time on Mount Firmament used to simply flow slower than in the outside world. Visitors were safe as long as they remained within the temporal barrier. But what we're seeing now is different. The flow of time has gone haywire. This is what we call temporal disruptions. What was once slow and steady has become chaotic and turbulent. Some areas are frozen in time, while others speed up or slow down unpredictably. No one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament, but aging from youth to old age may be a blessing compared to the unknown fate that awaits. Leaving Mount Firmament could turn any mortal to dust in just a moment. Such is the power of time within its walls. These poor creatures, trapped in the temporal disruption, are the most pitiful of all. Their bodies and minds have been ravaged by the chaotic time, leaving them in unimaginable suffering. So, it looks like the Fraxidus did manage to capture our Sentinel, leading to the temporal disruptions we are facing now. I had wished that my theories would turn out wrong. As expected, my terminal isn't working. We can't reach Jinshi. The temporal disruption is preventing it from functioning.
Cincy.
We can't waste a moment. Jinshi's fate isn't the only one at stake. All the inhabitants of Mount Firmament are in danger. We need to hurry to Hongjian, a town nestled at the heart of Mount Firmament. Jinshi would likely pass through there on her search for the Sentinel.
Alright. A Scarefrost deer caught in the temporal disruption. It is now forever frozen in the instant before the disaster struck, though appearing still and serene from the outside. Internally, it is being torn apart by the chaotic forces of time. Sad. Soothing moments? Oh, I was thinking about like a hot spring episode, but Sagasi Springs, your HP will recover over time while bathing in this unique natural hot spring of Mount Firmament. I was right about the hot spring episode. So one thing you won't understand about villains in situations like this is... You mean in this case, the Fraxidus? Oh, a bell. What would you prefer, hot spring episode or... Oh, honestly, if the place were like this, I would rather a hot spring episode in a location like this. I love the snow and with the hot springs. Controlling time is OP and something a villain would definitely want control over time over it, but is it like worth it? Dude, time affects everyone. You fuck it up, not just everyone else. That's gonna affect getting his time too. What we know about the Fraxidus, at least why I'm not questioning why they're doing this, is because according to Scar, they don't care. And that's the scary part. If it gets fucked up for them, they'll believe they're doing a good job. Because from what I know, they just want to cause oblivion for everyone, including themselves. But yes, time manipulation is a powerful thing to take control of, but the Fraxidus are primarily collecting things to intentionally fuck it up, to hasten the next calamity. What do they call the calamities here? Like in Final Fantasy 14, the Umbral calamities. Here they just want to usher in another calamity. That's what, at least that's as much as I understand. So this is with them achieving their aims. They just want to fuck shit up. They want to fuck around and they don't care about finding out. What the hell? Okay, at least they're chunkier.
You will obey.
Glacial Dreadmane. Transform it into Glacial Dreadmane. Oh, well now I got it. Now I gotta do it. You can't stop me. Oh, fuck! You know, let's just pretend we just didn't open the loot map or chat. Just, you know, out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. I should have listened. I should have listened, Nevo. But it's nice to know that this place is dense with lootables. I will get around to it eventually, but...
Cherish every game.
But yeah, again, thank you for the reminder for the loot mapper. Again, it's also not very clear that you get new tools from advancing your pioneer rank. And to have the casket sonar, the loot mapper, and the waypoints especially, if you have a certain... You know, if you have certain locations you grind out every day, it's so useful. Sounds a bit like cosmic horror that is actually aware that it is the cosmic horror. You find that very intriguing. Yeah, and...
The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Chun-Li, does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary.
Always notice, like,
It
stuff
seems
are
the Sentinel
frozen.
contained the situation before being fully trapped. But I don't know how long the stability will hold. If I go down, please, don't worry about me. You need only focus on what you have to do.
Yeah, and that's why when the Fraxidus was talking about their plans and all that, it's like, yeah, I get you. Like, I don't agree with you, villains, but... You know, they're clear about their motivations and what they want to happen. Like, there's more to it. I just cannot remember the reasons the villain gave us about why they want to just like end everything and achieve a higher existence in the process, maybe. Oh, right. There are... Okay, the lament. They want to hasten the laments. The laments are basically the cataclysms that the world suffers through. A lot of things are sound themed here. And they want to hasten the laments for a certain truth.
One is the sound. Stay behind me. Frozen blockade. A change of perception.
Immune? Don't you just hate it when these things appear and they're just immune to you?
Shadow descends. Embrave.
Commence healing.
One is the sound.
What do you mean? Huh? Huh? Oh, you fell off and... Well, that's annoying.
Lotus pervade.
Verity shines.
Time well spent.
A bit weird that everything's frozen except for water. Oversight, or is there explanation for that? Yeah, there's an explanation. Time is fucked up in this area in pockets. So some of the some of the snowflakes are broken. Some of the water is running. Some animals are frozen. So yeah, only some things are frozen. Like that. That animal is fine. So it's chaos. It's just basic chaos, which is exactly what the villain wants. They just want sheer chaos. Because that'll usher in a calamity, which will lead to like a rebirth of the world or something. I don't know. See, here I am getting distracted doing side shit. I see a chest. I need it.
No hesitation. Stay behind me. Cycle of corruption. A change of perception. Not protection.
I feel like Sanwa's gonna be weak for this area. They're literal ice cubes, probably resistant to glacial.
Cherish every gain.
If that is the case, then let's go to our secondary theme.
Tell truth from the sun. Wind Rider. Settled.
Oh. Oh, those are just the screen effects. Can I get healed here? Not everything is a hot spring. Oh, there we go. There's one thing frozen up there. What about you guys? You're a little ice cube. I don't get it.
Fury boils. As you wish. Not bad. Bring it on. Tell truth with the sun. Don't you worry.
No. We diverted so hard. Wait. Oh, let's activate that track. Wow, look at these guys. Look how happy this guy looks. But deep down inside, he is being ravaged by the forces of time. We're gonna get an ad break soon. I apologize, guys. Thank you for sticking around despite the ad break. It keeps pre-roll ads off for everyone for an hour. Makes it easier for people to onboard and check us out and, you know, join us and all that. Thank you to the subscribers for who don't have to worry about ads. Really appreciate your support. Hmm. Ah! Leap. Stand on the ejector for a moment to launch yourself in the target direction. The leap device can also be used while you transform into Clang Bang. What? Okay. Oh, let's activate that. Oh, and another one. Oh, we hit the daily. Dailies are reset. Whoa.
Wind Rider. I can take it. Break.
Bloom. Bask in the sunlight.
Ready for battle.
Lava larva. There she is. The main path. We got so distracted. See a chest? I would like that chest, please.
For emergencies.
Hot spring. Let's just recover. Heck yeah. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking through that ad break. Good bot, Sari. We're back. We were just looting shit, and now we're continuing with the story. Snowman, hello. Hey, okay, we got most of it along the way, and then that strange wall puzzle thing. But at least we're in Hongchen now. Yo, Fraxidus got frozen here. Ninja of Comedy! Long time no see, my friend. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. We're just continuing, we're progressing with the patch quest 1.1 for Wuthering Waves. Welcome in, everyone.
What's the matter?
My friends, please check out Ninja of Comedy. It has been a while since we've seen them. Please give them some love. Ninja of Comedy, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. What have you guys been up to? Don't do loot mapper here. But now I want to. I want to see all the chests. Raiders, if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Mikey. I'm a freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and variety streamer on Twitch. We knocked your door down. Now accept our love. I will accept your love wholeheartedly. Love makes the world go round. Thank you so much for the love. But please, you have to fix the door. I cannot pay for that door. You had a great time on Sea of Thieves. Yeah, I heard great things about it. I used to play that with my buddies. It's just fun, just sailing together. But we never continued. But I hope you're having a blast with Sea of Thieves. I hope the recent updates have been kind to it. And I hope time has been kind to Sea of Thieves. Yarr. Pixel Baka, welcome in. Ninja of Comedy, yes, of course, welcome in. If you do need to take some post-stream care after yarring hard, please do not feel pressured to stay, but your presence is appreciated. If you wish, feel free to share your latest tales of the high seas. Did you get into some hijinks with PvP or find treasure as a good pirate does? And did you have like a full crew with you? You're liking the stories and the telltales so far. Man, I'm so tempted to join because of those tall tales. I hear great things about them, and that there was a collaboration with Monkey Island. Wow. I remember my brother loved Monkey Island, and it's a series I've always been wanting to get into, and I've been wanting to play because of that update. But yeah, glad to hear that the Tall Tales have been... Telltales or Tall Tales? I hope they've been... I'm glad to hear that you've been great. You haven't started that Tall Tale yet. Is it still in the game? I was worried that it's going to be a limited time thing, that it would be one and done and gone. But if it's still there, I'm glad. So I can jump in anytime I want. Admittedly, though, I do get seasick. I easily get seasick in real life, and the sailing is so... It's arcadey but realistic at the same time. I know you know what I mean about that. That I actually get seasick while playing. When I was playing with my friends, it's like, guys, I'm actually getting seasick because of Sea of Thieves. But it is a good time. Again, welcome in again. Pirates, raiders, glad to have you all. You didn't realize there was a time limit. Wait, there's a time limit? No. I guess I'm gonna have to jump in and start yarring. But we got so many games lined up. Oh, we're here now. Oh, you... Oh, maybe there's no time limit. If it's been... I heard about it last year still, so I think it's gonna be there, so awesome. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with this game, Ninja of Comedy. It is a stark difference from where you just came from the high seas. This is Wuthering Waves. Yeah, it must not have a time limit. I really hope so. So, because if and when I eventually jump back into Sea of Thieves, I'd love to get into the Monkey Island content. So Changli asked us, "What's the matter, Miku?" I dreamed of this place.
You dreamed of Hongzhen?
You describe your dream from last night, which I don't remember dreaming of.
It sounds like you did dream of this place.
It does look similar, but it does use the Unreal Engine. The UI is very similar to Genshin intentionally because the familiarity of the UI experience is there, but the gameplay is very different. It's definitely closer to an action game with perfect dodging and parrying, and I just love how the action flows in this game more. The previous game of these developers made, Kuro Games, was Punishing Grey Raven, which was no slouch in the mobile sphere. Also a really great gacha game with amazing mobile action. For me, one of the best mobile action games. The initial parts of this game were rough in the beginning, but as you can see, I am still playing it as weeks after launch. And even if Zenless Zone Zero comes out next week, I will still be playing this. I dreamed of Hongzhen being attacked by TDs. I dreamed of the Sentinel protecting people here.
What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented in our Grand Library.
Maybe because we were there.
Over a century ago, a vast horde of tacit discords invaded Huanglong. Hongzhen suffered greatly during that onslaught. Thankfully, the Sentinel descended, manipulating time to erect a protective barrier, keeping those monsters at bay. Rover, perhaps that dream is more than just a dream. It could be a glimpse into your own past, and a guiding light for the future.
So these are bad guys. They seek chaos. Also, I believe they are not above merging humanity with tacit discords, which are like monsters or something. It's the Fraxidus.
Hongzhen is a pivotal location, linking various parts of Mount Firmament. With the Fraxidus now targeting us, they'll seize any opportunity to intercept our path.
They've laid a trap in Hongzhen.
But every trap has its weak points.
What's this?
Someone has used their resonance ability here, but it feels different from the Fraxidus aggression. It's Jinshi.
We're looking for the
And
magistrate.
it seems like she used it in a dire situation. Could it be related to the people of Hongzhen? The traces lead deeper into the heart of Hongzhen. Let's keep moving. Don't let your guard down.
Astute deductions from shiny bits, I guess. Yo. The Fraxidus Artificer, suspended in time by the temporal disruption. They are now forever frozen in the instant before the disaster struck. It seems the Fraxidus had infiltrated Mount Firmament even before the disaster struck. Sorry, I want to go back to Rover.
The traces end here.
Let's search the area. There should be more clues nearby.
Are you awake? Hello? Dead. They seem freshly dead. Probably Tinsy.
Someone fought here against those Fraxidus.
Must be Jinshi. Her trails led to this location. Using her resonance ability too much would only worsen her condition. But she must have had a reason. Was she helping the people of Hongzhen find refuge?
Chun-Li, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
A resident of Hongchen, suspended in time by the temporal disruption. You're now forever frozen in the instant before the disaster struck. Fortune had turned its back on this unlucky soul. Oh, Hongchen Chronicle Volume 19. Major Events 2, March 5. Thunder started roaring at about 2100 to 2300, and the Sentinel 2A returned with a dead baby. That's the Magister. March 6. The thunder stopped around 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Something strange was happening in the sky, and the stars were moving in reverse. At 5 to 7 of the same day, the Sentinel 2A came to Hongchen to entrust the baby to the townspeople. The baby looked completely normal with no signs of lifelessness. Note, it should be impossible for a dead baby to be brought back to life. I would never believe this if this was not my personal experience. Vanwa, welcome in! I'm still recovering from our intense political session. Excited for the next session, Vanwa. Thanks again for preparing the little trolley problems for the table. I really appreciate it. We're just doing a bit of MSQ progression to wind down the evening. Okay, time is messed up in this area. We were just talking about Krona. There's also a cost to entering and leaving this area in this game, lore-wise. What a coincidence. But it is a beautiful zone. With hot springs! So this is the hot springs episode of Wuthering Waves. Uh-huh. I'm supposed to go there, but I want to kill these dudes.
How delicious.
They have materials. Oh, that's it? Okay. Are we even getting materials from them? I don't think so. Oh wow, they went all out with the zone. Oh.
The show begins.
Did he just rocket launcher us point blank in the face? That hurt.
Tranquility. Endless reverberation.
Stay behind me. Frozen blockade. A change of perception. Down with the curtain. One with the sound.
Aw, you tired? Oh, there's a synthesis machine here. Oh, is this gonna be a new base of operations? It works. We don't need anything right now. Limbus is having an event in Time Track Corp District. This story is kind of popular lately. Yeah, where did the time go? You mentioned time taxes, right? We have to pay our time tax once we leave this area. So apparently 10 hours, I forgot what they said. 10 hours here is 1 day outside, or was it 10 days here is 1 day outside? Time is supposed to move slower here inside, but they captured the Sentinel, the dragon, who created the time bubble in the first place. So time is messed up, as you can see. These people are like trapped in time, and they are suffering as they are frozen. Sometimes you can step out of this world and you will turn to dust. That's what they said. Like, you don't realize you've been here for so long. Outside, you age 100 years and you die instantly. Are these hot springs? I need to heal. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. You might drown. Be careful. I'm just supposed to be following markers. I keep getting distracted. Follow the resonance traces.
The traces disappear by the pond.
Rover, we need to keep an eye out for anything unusual.
I see something behind the waterfall.
The vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
Why? Is it because it's low poly?
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go take a look.
Another photon barrier.
3 photon vaults to break. Rover, use ranged attacks.
But I don't want to have to change teams. It takes time. What kind of security measure is this? Or maybe it's meant to keep something in. Like it's locked from the outside, maybe. Oh!
You two, halt.
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi.
Relax, they're our honored guests. No need to be tense.
Hey, she did the greeting.
In a single day, we've greeted both the Magistrate of Jinzhou and her trusted counselor in Hongzhen. I can only assume something significant happened. It's been a while, Changli.
I heard you stepped down from your position and moved to the countryside. And now here we are, meeting again after all this time, in such unfortunate circumstances.
For years, I lived secluded, no longer concerning myself with the matters beyond Hongzhen. But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. It has reunited us in an unpredictable moment. And you, young lady, what shall I call you?
Miku, but no one ever calls me that because they can only record a rover.
My name is Xingyi. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here.
Ooh, I like her cloak thing. Optional, talk to the Hongchen residents. Inca. Please pardon my rudeness earlier. I didn't know you were here to help the magistrate. You were just doing your job. Thank you for your understanding. First the temporal disruption, and now the fractidus. When will we ever get a break? If trouble finds us again, our people... Oops, I was on auto. Anyway, I still want to make it up to you. Just give me a call if you need anything at Mount Firmament. What is that? If trouble finds us again, our people won't stand a chance. If they're not named, I guess we cannot talk to them. The Nexus is completely out of commission. Can't tell if it's a temporal disruption or the Fractidus is doing. So we can't use your terminals to locate those missing people? Nah, we can't. Pretty location. Uncle Fu. You there, young lady. I bet you have more important things to do. Don't let an old man like me hold you back. Go and accomplish your tasks with purpose. What makes you think so? My eyes may be old and blurry, but my mind is as sharp as ever. I've lived my whole life in Mount Firmament, but people are all the same, no matter where you go. Our actions reveal our true character. So if this guy steps out of this time bubble, he's going to literally disintegrate. And now, at this crucial turning point for Mount Firmament, your arrival? Yes, it is no mere coincidence. In these troubled times, you may hold the key to bring about much needed change. Help me. Don't worry, I'm here with you. Hang in there. I'll have you patched up in no time. Please, I need to go. Sorry, ma'am. You must stay here. It's too dangerous. My child, she's been... The temporal disruption. I'm begging you, please. I need to go save her. Yukang Huilang. How did it go for you? I saved as many people as possible and directed them to safety, but there were others. I did what I could. Don't beat yourself up. We acted quickly and saved a lot of lives. It's all thanks to Lady Sinye. I was so overwhelmed my mind went blank. If she hadn't been there to give orders, I wouldn't have even made it out alive, let alone save anyone. It's rare to hear that from you. I remember how much you opposed Uncle Fu's decision to let her take the reins back in the day. Well, I thought she knew nothing about our town as an outsider. But it was too late. The decision had been made based on the support she received. In the end, I just accepted the inevitable. Ask about Uncle Fu. Have you never heard about Uncle Fu? She must be the esteemed guest from Xinzhou Lady Xinyi mentioned. Ah, I see. That man in the white shirt is Uncle Fu, former leader of Hongzhen. Despite having stepped down from his position, he still commands respect from the townsfolk. He's said to be over 100 years old, making him the oldest person in town. It must be tough for him, enduring all this chaos at his age. Kitties. Oh, we can go out. Have you seen the Magistrate of Jinzhou? She looks like the baby our sentinel brought back all those years ago. She appears to be 16 or 17 years old though, so it doesn't make sense. Time works differently here in Mount Firmament. Good luck figuring out the math. You're right. If she was inside the time dilation place, she's actually much older outside. Supposed to be. Who is Rui Sheng? How are you feeling, Xiang Ping? Are you hurt? I'll call for help. Do you need help? My wife. Don't worry, my dear. No need to trouble the young ones. We were in a hurry and accidents happen. I'll be fine. I can handle it myself. But are you sure? You've been feeling unwell for years and now... Well, we're alive at least. Can't complain. A few scrapes and bruises are nothing compared to what could have happened. Goodness, that kind young lady saved our lives from the disruption. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't still be breathing today. A kind young lady? You mean... Oh, come on. That's not just any young lady. She's the Magistrate of Jinzhou. Oh my. So she is our magistrate? She looked so young. Cuff, cuff. That's it? Okay. Want to repeat your dialogues? I think you have to read it.
I believe you are here for Magistrate Jin Shi. The magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at the Truth Seeker's Pass now.
The Truth Seeker's Pass?
That's what they call it in Hongzhen. You might know it better as the ruins of a Court of Savante facility.
What is Jinxi doing there?
Lady Xingyi, please elaborate.
She has healing powers? Oh no. Her resonance ability.
Madam Magistrate, are you...
So if you keep using your resonance ability,
Fine.
you have a chance to overclock, and that's not a good thing.
How's the situation? Have we evacuated all the civilians?
Yes. Remaining civilians have been counted and escorted to safety.
Good. These hidden chambers should provide some much-needed shelter for them to rest a little.
Heiko, welcome back. Yes, we are continuing more Withering More Waves.
Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I haven't been able to sense its presence for some time now. I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the Sentinel. This can only mean one thing. The Sentinel's condition is getting worse. Lady Xingyi, I need to know where the Sentinel was last seen. I can only fix the temporal disruption within a confined radius. It's already pushing my limits to keep this small pocket of space secure.
Oh, it's because of her. Ooh, the playtest went well. Went in unexpected directions. There's so many political layers to consider because, trolley problems and all that in terms of a nation fighting for its independence versus the status quo versus those said revolutionaries perhaps relying on anarchists and unsafe, most likely unethical scientific experiments with potentially good benefits, but with a very checkered past. Yeah, all these different layers. Vanua here. Vanua is our game master. And it's, yeah, with a lot of allegories to, according to Vanua, to nuclear power and the history surrounding those. So yeah, it's been fun. It's Confluence, the Living Archive. We pinned it up there if you wish to check it out. The setting is ripe for storytelling like that. It draws in a lot of inspirations. It's an amalgamation of a lot of different genres, but it somehow works. But yeah, it was mostly talking and conversation, but the stakes were just getting higher and higher and higher. And now it's like we are, we wrote ourselves into a point where we can no longer just stand by and let things happen. And we have to make a decision or find a solution for the outcome we may possibly influence. It's not even a guarantee, and everyone's out for their own reasons, and we were just there on a vacation, and it just became because of our previous reputation, our reputation as saviors of this last city from the last session. We got roped into things. It's a confluence of different genres. I totally missed a way to market it that way. Yeah, there. It is a confluence of different genres. Anyway, Tinshi, speaking of her GM, Vanua, again, Vanua prepares so much for the sessions, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, the mystery that you've been weaving, connecting it all the way back to, of course, our initial sessions, and now I'm still considering the options. Like in the back of my head, I'm still calculating. I'm doing the moral arithmetic that there isn't any easy answer given the time frame that we have. Like the revolution is literally going to happen tomorrow in an in-game tomorrow. So to deal with the fallout of that and the transition of government and what certain anarchists may want, what certain scientists may want, it's a confluence of a lot of different interests and a conflict of a lot of interests. So that's the kind of RPG Confluence can kind of weave with its greater mysteries and all of that, drawn from, of course, Vanua piecing everything together, but very much inspired by the Atlas, which is like a guide to the world of Confluence. So Cincy, we learned that she's the one that's fixing the temporal disruption here. It's already pushing her limit to keep the small pocket of space secure.
Mount Firmament is in serious trouble, and we can't waste any more time. We need our Sentinel to stabilize the time flow.
That sounds
The
important.
Sentinel was last seen flying towards Mianlung Chamber, where it would normally rest. The Fraxidus likely swarmed it soon after.
The Fraxidus just want
But
chaos.
little did they know, we had a defense system in place, built with the help of the court of Savante. It was reactivated as soon as our Sentinel made it back inside. This mechanism has allowed us to locate their troops, and we've already eliminated some of them outside the Mianlung Chamber. To get inside Mianlung Chamber, we have to find the cipher key in Truth Seeker's Pass and unseal it with the Keyforge.
Okay.
Understood. I will go bring back the cipher key.
You are injured. Please, rest and leave it to me.
The Fraxidus will most likely attack this place once I leave. You must stay here and guard it. I implore you, Xingyi. Help me keep our people safe.
Is she a resonator?
Yes, I will, Madam Magistrate.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, the Fraxidus revealed a prophecy from our Sentinel. A fateful clash between the Sentinel and myself that would shape the fate of our city. I never intended to believe their baseless claims, but I was not surprised to hear it. The Sentinel had told me long ago that there would come a day when I surpass it in power. A day when the humans of Jinzhou take control of their own destiny. Once we save the Sentinel from danger, I intend to have a serious conversation with it about this prophecy.
And then she left.
There's still one thing that doesn't add up. How did the Fraxidus kidnap our Sentinel? The Mianlong Chamber was once renovated by the court of Savante. Do you think their research could be involved somehow?
I'll look into what you said. But once we have the cipher key, the Mianlong Chamber will be left vulnerable to the Fraxidus' potential retaliation.
We must keep them at bay. Rover and I are headed to the Truthseeker's Pass to meet up with Jingxi. We'll distract the Fraxidus' main forces, giving you an opportunity to stage your ambush.
And the locals will handle the rest. I will send some men to open up the side exit for you. Head south and keep walking a couple of minutes, and you will see the Truthseeker's Pass downstream.
Oh, it was already open.
Thank you, Lady Xinyi. Please, leave it to us.
We explored a bit too hard. I wonder what it is about this game and the dual dying there.
And in this place, she returns. Our magistrate's fate is bound to Mount Firmament.
Gradient hair dyes. Keep asking. What the? Keep asking.
Any other questions for me?
Oh, okay. Let's get some lore dump. Ask about the temporal disruption.
This crisis hit Hongzhen hard. People were going about their day as usual, but then chaos erupted without warning. They didn't even have the time to escape. Our town is made up of ordinary individuals, and we had no way to defend ourselves against the temporal disruptions. Thanks to Magistrate Jinxi, we didn't get too many casualties.
The Sentinel caused this disaster by trying to protect people.
We understand our Sentinel is not to blame for what has transpired. Jinzhou stands thanks to the Sentinel's never-faltering protection. It saved our ancestors from the tacit discords. Without the Sentinel, this land would be uninhabitable. Current situation could be much worse without the Sentinel's aid. We are grateful for its help, and can't expect anything more from it. As our Sentinel once protected the people of Mount Firmament from tacit discords, it seems we'll need to rely on Magistrate Jinxi this time. Any other questions for me?
Derps to the depth is depth. Do you mean depth to the visuals? Oh, we can zoom in. Ask about Mianlong Chamber. More dialogue option most online English can they are here they don't even give you many options. Like for the main dialogue, there's just one option to click. So it's like they didn't even bother to give other options. Admittedly, yes. But at least they give you opportunities like this to just get lower dump from overworld stuff. But yeah, I'm not expecting any consequences and choose your own adventure. That rarely happens in these gacha games. But if it's done well, at least it tailors the dialogue and it still gives you the feeling that you're participating in a conversation. Like, I don't need like super huge ramifications with a life-changing decision to be made. But if it's just like a conversation, it's nice to be able to like adjust the flow of it. And it feels like you got the information because you talked about it. But so far here, it's just click to go next. Rarely do we get click for more information. It's either that. Click for more information or click to go next. That's essentially what all the dialogue here has been about. Ask about Mianlung Chamber.
Many outsiders are unaware, but in ancient times, a colossal vehicle descended upon Mount Firmament, alongside our sentinel. This became the Mianlung Chamber, as we know it today.
UFO?
People in Hongzhen believe our sentinel came from a faraway star, and the chamber serves as its hibernation pod. But with our
Dragon
limited
spaceship.
technology, we still struggle to comprehend its workings.
The dragon spaceship.
Speaking of which, our sentinel's health is worsening. Lately, it has been spending longer periods of time in the Mianlung chamber, essentially going back to sleep more frequently. We've tried asking about it, but no response. Any other questions for me?
Ask about the Mianlung Chamber's defense. Or Mianlong. Dragon, something dragon. I don't know what Mian means in this context.
The defense mechanisms outside Mianlung Chamber were built by the court of Savante. Back in the day, researchers from the court of Savante would often come to Mount Firmament to study the strange time fluctuations. This caused tension with the locals. Local people believed it was disrespectful to the Sentinel, especially when they tried to enter Mianlung Chamber. After some deliberation, local people understood that the court of Savante posed no threat to the Sentinel. A deal was struck. The locals would refrain from disrupting their research, and in return, they would build defense mechanisms to keep outsiders from interrupting the Sentinel's rest. The Sentinel was believed to have agreed to this compromise by remaining silent during negotiations.
Or letting us decide.
Any other questions for me?
Ask about the cipher key.
Activating the cipher key is a
I like
complex
Cindy's
process,
voice.
and we've stored the Mianlung Chamber's controller separately. It's an extra safeguard. By splitting the key in its control panel, it'll be harder for malicious individuals to access them. Any other questions for me?
Ask about the lifespan cost of leaving. She's gonna disintegrate if she steps out.
Long ago, the Sentinel protected people of Hongzhen from tacit discords. And it also revealed a harsh truth. Leaving Mount Firmament shortened one's lifespan exponentially. The longer someone has lived inside the temporal barrier, the less likely they can make it out alive. Later, a group of brave young people who could afford the aging left Mount Firmament, and they eventually built Jinzhou City.
Oh.
Others stayed and worshipped the Sentinel as their god, vowing to protect it for generations and carving its likeness into the mountain. I pray for your safe return. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other responsibilities to attend to.
Nice, nice.
Did Xingyi and Jinxi know each other?
Jinxi was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped care for and teach her at some point, including Lady Xingyi. She grew up with immense responsibilities, forced to suppress her true nature from a young age. Thinking back, Jinshi was only a teenage girl when she became the magistrate. She has been burdened with unimaginable weight that most cannot fathom.
Imagine being raised to run a country. Look at these dudes. You're just playing and then things happen. Or fighting. Looks like he's smiling. Okay, let's get yeeted across. So this is the device.
I assume this is the Truth Seeker's Pass Shin Yi mentioned.
Yes. This should be another chronosorter. It should work in similar ways with the one we saw near the luminous shore. The entrance is built on that cliff, and it's been blocked. We will need to break the 3 photon vaults with ranged attacks first.
What is it, Changli?
Nothing. I was wondering, how did the Court of Savante create such an advanced mechanism using the Sentinel's power? Mortals aren't supposed to be able to comprehend it. I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time.
Well, these... Okay, now I think... Yeah, they were the ones from the previous story arc.
Unless the Sentinel willingly taught them. But why?
But I think their experiments kind of went overboard, and they tried to create a god at some point. And then after effect was like the retroact rainfall. I'm not sure. I could be mixing up my lore here.
We need to focus on items related to the Court of Savante in Truth Seeker's Pass. Maybe we can find some clues there.
Yeah, advanced mechanism, quote unquote. This is when the Ludo narrative dissonance hits hard. It's like, seriously? It's for gameplay purposes, just roll with it. But this one's cute. It's this mechanism where you can like cycle between timelines within a localized area. Like whoosh. Whoosh. So what's there to think about? We just have to like shoot them, right? Not in any particular order.
One of the photon vaults always ends up
Oh, shit.
blocked off. We can't seem to break 3 of them at once. Perhaps we'll need to use the chronosorter.
Oh, okay, wait. If this is the present... Okay, never mind. I thought it was a simple... Yeah, what's the...
Good. Did you see the tacitite
Oh.
fulminate on that cliff?
Oh, nice. Okay, I
Perhaps
get
we
it.
can
I get
create
it.
an opening in this disc with an explosion.
I meant to do that. No, I didn't. Completely by accident. Yoink. Boom. No. Sorry, I thought that was the... Ta-da!
It worked. The opening fits right onto the middle photon vault.
Rover, now we can hit the 3 photon vaults simultaneously.
Take that, advanced technology.
The blockade has been lifted. Let's go in.
I just wish there was a quality of life to switch to, or like a dedicated button to switch to a ranged person just for puzzles. Nice music.
An unexpected discovery.
I really like this area. There's also something very sad about it.
Why are there tacit discords here? No. These monsters, they don't look like the usual tacit discords.
What do you mean? They look
These
exactly
also
like
look
them.
like the works of the court of Savante. Did they create these simulated holograms to protect this place?
So they're simulated. Oh, I couldn't tell, but the story tells us they're simulated, sure. Ow.
Last chance. None shall whisper. One with the sound. Stay behind me. Shackles be gone. A change of perception.
Commence healing. Clarity shines.
Stay behind me. Not worth mentioning. Frozen blockade. I can keep going.
God damn it. I didn't even notice that guy was... Oh!
Down with the curtain. One with the sound. No hesitation.
Good night, Vanua. Thanks again for the
Something up
session.
ahead.
It is so fun.
Is it another mechanism?
We'll just push a bit more,
It
but
seems
we'll
to
play
have
Final
unlocked after
Fantasy
we got rid
tomorrow.
of those holograms.
I'll try.
Let's go and have a look.
But yeah, Tavern Talk on Tuesday. We'll try and make progress on that as well. Thanks again for hanging out, and thanks again for the game, Vanwa. Had a blast. Good night. Flare Crest and Flare Stone typically come in sets and are used to seal the entrance of a ruin or other devices. Each Flare Crest corresponds to one Flare Stone. Flare Crest can be extinguished by approaching and activating the corresponding Flare Stones. After all Flare Crests of a set have been extinguished, the seal will be lifted. Approach and activate the Flare Crest Stone. Then put out the Flare Quest, Part 1. Activate.
The glowing patterns on that gate. It's a flare crest.
Did the Court of Savante build this too?
Yes. The flare crests have a complex structure, but they can be deciphered with patience. See how each star represents a flare stone? That mechanism we accidentally solved earlier should be one of them.
That's why the corresponding star has dimmed.
Yes. We still need the other two flare stones to open it. Wait. The blood and scales here. It's Jinshi.
Blood and scales? I didn't even... What happened?
She is likely teetering on the edge of overclocking now.
Oh no.
We are running out of time.
Stand back, she's gonna overclock. Leave the upper tier of Truthseeker's Pass for the middle tier. Hey, chest.
An unexpected discovery.
I really wish you got more from mining. You get just one per stone. And weapons take so much just to craft.
Remnants of the past.
Decades have passed, but those researchers' presence still lingers in this place.
Yo. You know what? Fine. Let's stick to this. It's really easier to have a ranged person in your party. Monitoring report on abnormal spectrum performance of C-001. Title: Spectrum Anomaly Monitoring Report for Subject C001. Entry: number HC6947. Abstract: the data presented in this report were obtained from spectrum evaluations performed on subject C001, also known as Chue, from June redacted to December redacted. During a preliminary experiment conducted on June 14th redacted, researchers observed a 15-second frequency loss in subject C001 spectrum. 5 additional tests were later conducted through the following day, and all data obtained reflecting the frequency loss were highly consistent. Margin of error averaged below 0.02. The recorded data of the resonance spectrum on the 3rd, 6th, 11th, 23rd, and 30th of the subsequent month indicated a gradual lengthening of subject C001's frequency loss. The data exhibited significant increase with varying patterns. It was postulated that this event occurred due to the presence of subject C002, also known as the Mianlung chamber. Subsequent 32 one-factor experiments confirmed a significant correlation between subject C2 and the duration of frequency loss in subject C1. Notably, subject C2 exhibited an inhibitory effect on the duration growth of subject C1. Based on spectrum monitoring data of subject C1 from June redacted to December redacted, the following preliminary conclusions can be drawn. Number 1. Subject C1 bears defect/malfunction. Subject C2 can temporarily slow down the escalation of subject O1's defect. Harsh to call it like a defect, but cannot make up for subject C1's frequency loss. Appendix 1. Source: Research Memo number C349. With the help of the peculiar visitor, we were given the opportunity to converse with subject C1 directly. It was a meaningful and mutual conversation, though we didn't get as much information as I had hoped for. This is probably Sinyi, the old lady back there. But at the very least, the conversation proved one point. Our previous research was effective, and there was no defect in C1. As per C1's own declaration, one of the temporal programs was lost, and during its prime, C1 had the capability to manipulate time by decelerating or even halting it, rewinding it, and making corrections as needed. Nonetheless, the current condition of C1 can be described as one of sickness, with irreversible disruptions to time, rendering any attempts at correction or restoration ineffective. Consequently, Mount Firmament has been transformed into an isolated entity amidst the vast oceans of time, despite the initial purpose being one of redemption. Appendix 2, Source Research Memo C382. By running through time flow models, we came up with two hypotheses. Hypothesis 1. C1's defect is non-congenital, and this defect may have taken place around the period of C1's first arrival at Mount Firmament. It has been confirmed that the defect cannot be reversed. See report HC7426. Hypothesis 2. The discrepancy in temporal progression between the interior and exterior of the time bubble has been progressively widening. Based on data comparisons, there exists a correlation between the deceleration rate of time flow in Mount Firmament and the growth rate of the duration of C1's frequency loss. Expanding on the second hypothesis, if C1 were to eventually cease to exist, the uncontrolled flow of time in Mount Firmament would likely surpass its limitations and impact a broader range of regions, such as the entirety of Jinzhou. This might be why that peculiar visitor offered to work with us in the first place. Appendix 3, Source Research Memo C457. Efforts are being made to advance the development of the artificial resonance object. Although we have not yet achieved success, we have decided to name it the Chrono Sorter in honor of our recent progress. I know we have our peculiar visitor to thank for every progress we've made so far. If the Chrono Sorter project is successful, it's a win-win for everyone involved. As I had anticipated, they intend to restore and utilize C1's complete power in order to rectify the temporal distortion with the aid of a resonance object. There is still a significant journey ahead of us. This is merely the starting point. But so they never were able to fix it.
The Sentinel situation is worse than we thought. It had already sustained severe injuries when it descended upon Mount Firmament. With one of the temporal programs lost, it no longer had the power to restore time. Instead, it could only stop and rewind it.
So, the Sentinel protected Hongzhen with its power, but it couldn't return things back to normal?
It would seem so. According to their theories, the Sentinel's injury would worsen over time, and if the Sentinel perishes, the temporal disruptions will spiral out of control, engulfing all of Jinzhou.
I like how they summarized it for us through Changli. But I read everything.
So the Fraxidus just added a pinch of salt to the already gaping wounds on Mount Firmament.
Is there any way to cure the Sentinel?
There's nothing we can do. At least that's what it says in these records.
They attempted with the resonance objects.
Only the Mianlong Chamber can provide temporary relief for the Sentinel, but it won't heal it completely.
Oh, at least to fix time, but not to heal. Never mind.
The Sentinel,
there's a solution to fix time, but not
who is
heal.
Immune to time disruptions would have to come up with a last resort.
Oh, our past self? The Sentinel and the peculiar visitor who was immune to time disruptions would have to come up with a last resort. The resonance? The Chrono Sorters.
The Sentinel couldn't be fixed, so they decided to replicate its power onto a resonator through induced resonance.
The magistrate?
Their experiments resulted in the first chronosorter, a man-made resonance object.
So it worked.
No. A chronosorter can only rewind time within a narrow range. It's no match for the Sentinel's immense power.
If objects didn't work, then what if it was a person? CNC.
We are getting closer and closer to the truth. 2 more flare stones left. Everything aside, first we must find Jinshi.
Wind Rider.
Blue!
Wow. What happened to my Verena? Eh? Oh, right. I need to get the thing to bring it to that thing.
Fury boils. Silence. Let's do this another way. Inferno. I'm on my edge.
Leave it to me. Bask in the sunlight. I can use some fertilizer. Photosynthesis.
You're wide open. Fear no more. Extra surprise.
To get rid of that and toss it over through there.
Another chronosorter. The second flare stone should be behind this gate. Let's restore the collapsed gate with this chronosorter.
It works at least.
Why would we be able to launch? Oh. Transforming into Clang Bang. Interact with the mechanic to start the Echo Challenge Clang Bang and transform into Clang Bang. Transform into Clang Bang and use the leap device to launch yourself at the vertical ice barrier to break through it. Transform into Clang Bang, jump, and then launch a plunging attack to break through the horizontal ice barrier. Oh, what's this? Can we use the Clang Bang in the floor? No, we have to restore it. So this is the present. That is... Oh, we need the clang bang. Clang blang. Let's get rid of this first.
There is still another photon vault to break. We can't reach it from here. We may need to look around for a better vantage point.
Through there. Unless... Oh, I could just melee it. Approach and activate the flare stone and put the flare crest out.
Wouldn't hurt to be more prepared.
I think we circumvented the puzzle? Did we? Ice pile. Smash ice piles with attacks and they might drop unexpected rewards. Ice pile. Oh.
One last flare stone to go. There's a carrier lift nearby. Perhaps the flare stone is on the floor beneath us. We should be able to find Jinshi soon.
Hopefully.
We've reached the carrier lift.
Wait, I think we circumvented the puzzle. Let's go back and destroy stuff. Maybe there's a chest or something. There's a chest somewhere there, actually.
Look at that device on the floating slab. It could help us open the path to other places. Shall we give it a try?
I'm wondering how to access this, though.
So it turned you into a clangbang. Please use the leap device to eject yourself and crash through that ice wall.
Eject yourself. Cute. Oh my god. Just one. Yeah, this is the how we were supposed to do it.
The stone slates have formed a path. Now we can bring the tacitite fulminate across the water.
Yep, loot.
The quality. Never mind.
Doggo was just sleeping. Whoa, I missed that. Whoops.
Fury boils. Feel my wrath. Burn. Ready for battle.
This is just one point. Then we could have shot it. Oh, we have to do it again? Okay. But how do we get this one? There's a path there. Oh, here. Ah, but how do we get... How do we get the thing for that? Right, right. It's not this thing, it's something else, right? I don't think that will destroy that. It's something else we need to destroy. Hmm. Is it here? Oh ho!
Extra supplies.
Sneaky.
Break.
100! Level 100 Icy Bang Bang! Oh my god. I didn't realize.
Wind Rider.
Oh shit.
Fury boils. The flames. Endure.
Bask in the sunlight.
Fleeting Inferno. Let's do this another way. Burn. You're wide open. I can take it. Prevail. The last
Damn it.
not.
Wait, I don't have enough revives anymore.
As you wish. Let's do this another way. Silence!
Listen up. Going against with
It's gonna take a while, chat.
Fury boils. Inferno.
Look at it menacingly approaching us. We're out of recovery items. Can I craft?
life isn't everything.
Take this as a lesson learned. Always be prepared with items.
Going against wind.
Fury boils. Burn to ashes. Burn. You're no match.
Leave it to me.
Almost there. Just don't get greedy.
Fury boils. As you wish. Inferno.
Oh, okay, go. Whew. Okay. Wait, we can't. We don't. You can only craft in towns, so. Wait, wait. Hey, we found a secret area. That's nice.
The show begins.
Ooh, level 72. Oh wait, we are level... This is appropriate. This is fine. Yep, we're fine. This is go. Okay. Gotcha. Hell yeah. You're coming with me. Oh, I'm gonna check that after this. Ah, wait, no, we came from here. Never mind. Loot!
Cherish every gain.
Heck yeah, worth it. Okay, I think that is everything for this chamber. So to do this again. You were knocked out. It's like I always need you. Alright. But at least you know you can skip all of this. Just climb the wall and physically attack it. Did we climb up here before? Tetra. Right. This is the secret chamber. Okay, back her over. To... Oh, upper? We're supposed to go down, but...
Something above the carrier lift seems stuck.
Never mind.
Something above the carrier lift seems stuck.
Truth Seeker's Pass, lower tier. More text. Yeah. What's Oh, maybe. There we go. CSC Research Memo 1. Research Memorandum C532. Date --05. As our 903rd experiment ended in yet another failure, we couldn't help but reminisce about our initial excitement when we completed the first Chronosorter prototype. However, we were always aware that it was a crude replica of C1's power. My calculations showed that the Chronosorters could only function within a specific distance and would become useless once removed from this region's time barrier, although they may still work at the luminous shore. Despite this, I clung to hope. The concept of a secondary resonance was more than just a theory to me. It was my life's work, It was terrifying to think it could all be a mere fantasy. Research Memorandum C545, date 26. The 931st Chronosorter, like its predecessors, was destroyed by intense resonance shock, but it successfully restored time for a brief 1.29 seconds, making it a valuable sacrifice. I was right. My belief in the secondary resonance theory has been confirmed. When the two entities resonate at high intensity, the weaker one can exert much greater resonance power than its original capacity. The only issue is how the chronosorters we've been making are too fragile for this task. I need a more powerful resonator, but the risk is too great. No one can withstand the resonance shock of C1 without enduring catastrophic overclocking. Note, I must speak to our visitor. I saw them telling C1 something. I am convinced that there is a connection between what they did and the brief success of Chronosorter number 931. Yes, I had seen it with my own eyes. C1 must have transmitted some form of unknown energy to Chronosorter number 931, just when I had deemed the experiment a failure. Summarize, Shangli.
Is that so?
What does it say, assuming the player didn't read it?
So this file confirms that the chronosorters are artificial resonance objects. They activate when hit with a strong impact to create the corresponding resonance effects. And this also answers my previous question. The chronosorters rewind time through resonating with the Sentinel.
That sounds really powerful.
No, it was nowhere near enough. The chronosorters shut down once they are removed from the Sentinel's range or the abnormal time flow on Mount Firmament. Plus, as artificial resonance objects, their capacity is limited. According to the Court of Savante researchers, there was a hypothesis that could potentially make them more powerful, the Second Resonance Awakening hypothesis. Which states the collision between two resonating frequencies might cause a Second Resonance Awakening.
That prophecy. A destined fight between Cincy and the Sentinel. Oh no! He's gonna do it, so the fight will be able to undo the time distortion.
Yes. That fight has to happen to trigger a Second Resonance Awakening for Jinshi, so she may exert even stronger resonance abilities, ones that allow her to restore the flow of time.
Did the Court of Savante's research succeed?
Countless chronosorters were made to collide with the Sentinel's frequencies, but they were no match. All the machines turned to dust.
So it's like the Hadron Collider, but with resonating frequencies. Without exception.
One chronosorter briefly showed the power to restore time before breaking apart. This proved that a second awakening can indeed improve resonance ability. The research log mentioned that all chronosorters were working in an overdrive mode. It's similar to how human resonators experience overclocking, they wrote.
Is this the only time we actually get an explanation of what overclocking is exactly? I have a general idea of what it was in the base game, but what is overclocking?
Overclocking happens when a resonator overexerts their ability. And this researcher who wrote this suggests that it might be the key to triggering a second awakening.
But then you're gonna make Cincy overclock. But based on the quests we've played, it may not be entirely fatal or irreversible. If you overclock, you can still be treated and healed, but it may cause irreversible damage. Rover apparently is special because she does not overclock. It doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, it's not. Exhausting oneself will only result in destruction. In addition, I noticed another detail in these records. The chronosorters required manual control, while the sentinel Jue appeared to be under someone else's command. In the only incident of success, just as the chronosorter was about to break down, that peculiar visitor gave an order to the sentinel, and the sentinel successfully transferred some kind of energy to the chronosorter thanks to that order.
Overclocking. When the chrono sorter almost broke down. Energy transmission.
Rover, do you have an idea? Jinchi.
Oh, she's fighting. Sorry, I'm exploring. See, I get 2 chests.
Unexpected discovery.
Happy days. Okay, now we can help. Whoa.
You.
Don't worry. Rover is special. The temporal disruption can't hurt her.
But Changli, you're...
Shh. I gave my word to be your pawn, and I intend to keep it. As your teacher and courtier, it is only right for me to do so. And let's not forget, without me playing the Wayfinder for Rover, we wouldn't even have her here. Rover has a strong connection to this place. You need her help to resolve Mount Firmament's crisis.
But we already owe Rover a lot.
I don't mind helping you again. I'm here to find out about my past.
As we headed toward Mount Firmament, Rover mentioned a strange dream she had. It may have been a flashback of her lost memories. Rover, Jue, and Mount Firmament. There must be some kind of crucial connection between the three. Rover also has her own reasons for being here.
I see. Rover, I will do everything I can to rescue the Sentinel as soon as possible. And we can finally talk to it in person. It will surely have the answers you want.
Let's cut to the chase. What did you find in Truthseeker's past, Jinchi?
According to the Court of Savante's records, the Sentinel was already injured upon its arrival at Mount Firmament. As time passed and its condition worsened, the flow of time became unstable here, causing temporal disruptions that could potentially threaten Jinzhou. Only the Sentinel's appointed resonator can restore its temporal mandate. Their records indicate a solution. To reverse the rapid aging effect from temporal disruptions, I must deliberately collide with the Sentinel's resonance power during combat, triggering my second resonance awakening. that will enhance my power beyond its limits.
Let's say you can achieve all that, but Jinshi, do you understand what is at stake for yourself?
I understand. I share a resonance connection with Jue, but I never took the time to truly get to know it. I've been blind to its suffering for so long. Sentinel Jue has been guiding us since the city's founding with its wise words and well-crafted decisions. The temporal disruptions we face are just a side effect of its efforts to protect local people. Without the Sentinel blocking out tacit discords through its time manipulation power, Jinzhou would be a barren wasteland today.
So what do you plan to do, Jinshi? If the Sentinel's condition is indeed incurable, nobody knows how far the temporal disruptions will continue to spread. Today it's Mount Firmament, but tomorrow it could be all of Jinzhou.
I will. If it truly comes down to that, I'll fulfill Jue's prophecy myself. It's the only way to save Mount Firmament, protect Jinzhou, and help the Sentinel.
That's totally different. According to... Oh, it's a bug. Damn it.
Have you thought about the consequences, Jinshi?
Wrong text placement.
Trying to trigger a second awakening by fighting the Sentinel, it could make you overclock at any moment. We both know what that means. You could lose your mind forever, or even disintegrate into dust. You don't want to end up like those chronosorters, shredded under immense pressure. On top of that, do you honestly believe you can fight in your current condition? I can see right through your facade, Jinshi. You're essentially committing suicide at this point.
You're one to talk, my teacher. I learned from the best. When have you ever backed down from risking your life for what you believe in?
Oh? I don't remember ever teaching you that. We all die eventually, but we need to stay alive as long as we can to achieve more. Jinshi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power. Then you can save and protect these people for years to come.
Changli,
Jinshi, I don't intend to stop you. I know you've made up your mind. That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. Rover is indeed the hero who fought by our Sentinel's side during Jinzhou's early days. She's also the mysterious visitor spoken of in tales about Mount Firmament.
So we're the mysterious visitor.
All evidence we've gathered points to this being true. If anyone can help us with the situation at Mount Firmament, it must be Rover.
I don't remember anything, but I can fight. I'm strong. It wouldn't hurt to help. Yeah, there might be other options.
thank you, my teacher. Jingxi will keep your words in mind.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping our Sentinel trapped. This will determine if you can actually meet it face to face.
Maybe the Fractious are just really strong. They might be using the Court of Savante's mechanisms. Maybe they manipulated the Sentinel's weakness. That, or they might be using the Court of Savante's mechanisms.
Yes, it could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. We should get an answer soon. The cipher key should be inside the stone chamber, behind its entrance gate. There is one more flare stone to work out. Let's get moving.
Interesting. Okay, remember there's a bell here. Boop. Any text we can read? Well, she pretty much explained everything already, so a note would be redundant.
Look, our last target. On those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them.
I see a chest though. Ta-da!
Every game.
Phoenix butterfly. I guess it's the way back. Let's solve this then. If only I brought revival stuff.
It worked. The Court of Savantes had many traps here. They must have worked hard to protect Mianlong Chamber.
Whoosh. We could have collected the chest way easily. Huh?
It's a trap! Watch out!
Oh, great. Lumen Scale Construct. The solid scales of the Lumen Scale Construct form a protective barrier that reduces all incoming damage when active. The Lumen Scale Construct's core is exposed after... This is from Genshin. The Lumen Scale Construct's core is exposed after each attack and when it is immobilized. Attack the Lumen Scale Construct at this time to deal damage to it effectively, sure. After each attack and when it is immobilized. Ow.
Fluorescent shadows. The sky beckons. Sacred light.
Together we vanish.
Yo, Changli, we got the user. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna have to pull for her, chat. Ah, shit. Damn it.
Now that's a hassle.
One with the sound. Sounds come forth. Bad
Whoa.
timing.
Back to Chintzy.
Together we vanish.
Unleash. Holy shit. She's cool. Oh, I didn't get to try her ultimate. Oh no. I may have to pull for Changli. Nice.
I'm done with all 3 flare stones.
Good. Let's head back to the entrance. We should be able to access the cipher key now.
What the heck? I guess it's all above ground. Wait, did I... Wait, earlier didn't I make it a point to try and upgrade this sword? Let's use all the ones. Let's just throw away all the 1-star items first. Green ones as well can go. There we go. Alas, we need to make it 70, unless it's stronger than what I have already. Ooh, wow, it is even at level 60. Okay, crit rate of Lumen Gloss is more. Stormy Resolution increases energy regen by 12.8. When Resident skill is cast, increases attack by 6%, attacking to 2 times. Way more attack, but maybe the critical rate will come close to 30% once you get Emerald of Genesis to 70, but let's try it out. I believe Lunar Cutter was better for her. Or I'm gonna have to check later. Oh, I almost missed the lore. And a chest.
Discovery.
Communication log. That child. Reply. That child. Unfortunately, C1 did not respond to the matter concerning that child. However, the fact remains that the dead baby did come back to life. We do not need C1 to confirm anything for us, or else the strange occurrence of that day would be meaningless. As for the child's identity, there can be no other answer besides redacted. As for how the dead baby was brought back to life, I suspect it has something to do with the turning back of time. Makes sense. But neither you, I, nor the people of Hongchun are able to remember the events of that night in detail. If we rule out the possibility of a collective hallucination, this at least indicates that the phenomenon of turning back time on that day only affected individual entities and not all of Mount Firmament. A citizen of Hongchun told me that a child is now being fostered in the town. Maybe we should go and take a look.
The Sentinel never tried to interfere with natural death before. Why did it
Why
make
did
an
it make an
exception?
exception? Oh, yo, we're back here. There was a passage there the whole time? That probably just opened up now. Upper tier.
Time well spent.
wait. Wait. Were we here before? Yeah. This is we did all the 3 stones. That's the place we need to go to. Road of Pilgrimage, new quest. Are we gonna slide? I thought we'd be able to slide down. Oh. Wow.
The cipher key.
How many wind chimers could we have missed? An eye out. These are valuable. Okay.
Rover, take good care of the cipher key. I'm leaving the rest to you and Jinji.
What about you?
Please don't forget, I am your wayfinder. I journeyed with you into the mountains to ensure you meet up with Jinshi. From this point onward, I will be counting on you both to go and confront the Sentinel.
But
This is all I can do for you.
we trialed you. You had awesome moves.
I'm here to guide, not intervene. The path is yours to choose.
A lesson then.
Not to mention, the Fraxidus has been pestering us non-stop. You'll need someone to keep them at bay.
Okay, that makes sense. The Fraxidus are here for me.
Yes, they've been constantly watching you, interested in your every move. They can never seem to take their eyes off of you. By all means, please carry on without me. As for myself, I have a more fitting location to make my contributions from. Oh, speak of the devils.
Fraxidus? Whoa!
How rude. This is not how we greet people here. Allow me to demonstrate the proper etiquette.
Oh yeah, that's cool. She'll be fine. They found a way to fit in gratuitous booba shots in the middle of all that. Yeah, I guess we're gonna pull for her.
Chun-Li.
Those artificers are nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Chang-Li has her plans. I don't believe we will run into more ambushes on the way.
Return to Hongchen. Alright. Let's just open a few of these things. We already see them. May as well do them. But we'll start winding down as I do need to get some rest. We'll continue with Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, we get to fit ourselves here. I saw this in the trailer, right? Missing Ice Cube. Transform into Clang Bang and fill in the missing Ice Cube to complete the challenge. Make sure to face the right direction. Observe the pattern of the Ice Cubes and sit in the right spot as the Clang Bang. And face the right direction. Okay. I feel like... Ah, okay. Here. Wait. Oh, okay. We have to complete that. Here. Ta-da!
This is a testament to my connection.
Cute.
An unexpected discovery.
Beautiful. So they carved that. Probably resonator abilities. What this? Oh, look at those. Look at the skybox. Sure. Loot ahead.
One with the sounds. Stay behind me. Engrave. Lotus pervade. The show begins. You will obey. One with the sounds. Remnants of the past.
You look new. I need you for my Pokédex. Oh wait, no, you're not new. Never mind. Havoc creatures.
Keep it together.
It's unfortunate.
Endless reverberation. Transmitting frequency. Stay behind me. A change of perception.
Immune?
Like
Why are you
frigid
immune?
death.
That is weird.
Cycle of corruption.
Okay. That looks intriguing. We have all of this to explore as well. Ooh, look at that. Long's Rest. What's that? Rest. What's this icon? Oh, the multiple levels. Okay. Alright, that intrigues me. We'll look at that. Then we'll travel back and continue another day. But I am still quite invested in this story so far. Prophecies aside, clashing with the dragon. It also makes sense to me about the whole collision of the frequencies, that whole concept. To create, you know, it's like nuclear fission, I guess. Or something. The music, the environment, the acting is so much better. I hope they can continue to even improve on this. This is the kind of story we're gonna get moving forward. Hell yeah. We need... So we need to shine the light through there. Oh god.
Show begins. Down with the curtain. Wonderful sound. Administering first aid.
What did he say?
Unexpected discovery.
How's your database? Huh, 14. It's fine. Okay, we have a series of crystals here. So that is going to be important. Ah, it goes all the way there. Okay. So there was a secret tied to this. It looked intriguing. And that's how they get ya. Can we... Oh. Silver Lotus. Crystals. Aha. Noted machine over there. Machine over here as well. Only one. Let's just get these.
An unexpected discovery.
Why do I feel like there's a resonance casket up there? Okay, how do I do this? Ugh. I forgot how to like jump off. Dodging is a backflip, right? Yeah. Eh.
Wonders the sound.
Need more power.
None shall whisper.
I need.
Alright, let's just get a teaser of what's next after this one. Oh, what's this? Frostbug. A special creature that huddles up and hides underground to protect itself when approached or attacked head-on. Attack the weak point on Frostbug's backs from a distance to defeat them. Why do we have 2 3-minute ad breaks? What happened? Why do I feel like Unity is arranged for this? Are you getting hurt? It's 120 seconds.
Wonders the sound. Shackles be gone. A change of perception.
Ah, that's not a good timing.
The show begins. Check. Stay behind me. My luck seems better with you around.
Okay, enough distractions. We'll go back to that some other time. Ooh.
It's Madam Magistrate! She's back! I must go tell Lady Xinyi!
Did they change your dialogue? And score skip may hinder your understanding of the story's progression. Sure. I already read that. Honored to be in your presence, Magistrate Qinshi. Do you say the same thing, Uncle Fu? Yep. Greetings, Madam Magistrate. Sini places the cipher key onto the key forge.
The Mianlung chamber is open now. You can proceed inside. Before you go, there's something important I need to tell you.
About how the Fraxidus imprisoned your sentinel?
Chang Li was right. They used the Court of Cervantes' research to trap our Sentinel in its resting chamber.
How do they do it?
They used the chronosorters. Our captured artificer revealed that the Fraxidus sent a death squad to invade Mount Firmament. They had a twofold plan. First, to place the chronosorter in the Mianlun chamber while it was still operational. And second, to lure the Sentinel back to Mount Firmament. Although their death squad was no match for the Sentinel, by forcing its hand, the powerful resonance ability of the Sentinel would clash with the energy of the chronosorter. This would ultimately cause harm to itself.
How could some chronosorters trap the Sentinel?
What if the Fraxidus modified those chronosorters? A whole bunch of them, pushed to their limits, all working together to deliver one massive blow. But not even that was enough to take down the Sentinel. After the first hit, they set up modified flare crests in the Mianlun chamber to form a special force field along with those chronosorters. It prevented the Sentinel from replenishing energy, and eventually restricted its movement and perception.
So, we must free the Sentinel from that force field first.
It would be a task more complicated than it sounds. The people of Hongzhen have lived with the Sentinel for generations. We can usually tell if it's in good shape or not. But now, the Fraxidus want to capture the Sentinel. They won't just stop at Mount Firmament. Madam Magistrate, I'm sure you didn't come here just for the Sentinel. Please tell us what you know, Madam Magistrate.
Yes. I will tell you everything.
So the Sentinel is actually injured. And it's been getting worse. The Fraxidus attacked while it hasn't healed yet. Their plans are devious as always. Madam Magistrate, you've already laid out this plan so far. It's always a challenge to decipher the Sentinel's intentions. But there were many theories about it in City Hall at the time. I couldn't fathom why it went through such great lengths to retrieve you from Mount Firmament and raise you within our walls. But now that I reflect on it, perhaps the Sentinel saw in you the potential to one day restore the temporal program and ensure the survival of Jinzhou's inhabitants. I just never thought you'd be willing to follow through with that prophecy.
It was here on this very mountain that I first encountered the Sentinel. Back then, I was too young to remember anything. Even the image of Mount Firmament has slipped from my mind. But this time, as soon as I stood at the base of Mount Firmament, I felt a wave of recognition wash over me. Memories long buried resurfaced with sudden clarity. Lady Xingyi, I was born with my life, my everything connected to our Sentinel. But my duty as its appointed resonator is not the only reason for my decision. I'm following the heart of my younger self before I became Jinshi. The girl who used to laugh with pure joy as she felt the snow from Mount Firmament on her face. I am a seed born on Mount Firmament, carried by the wind to every corner of Jinzhou. But now, I've returned to my place of origin. It's time for me to take root and grow into something greater.
No matter what happens or what choices you make, please remember, the people of Hongzhen will always have your back. Mount Firmament has been stagnant for eternity. Perhaps a sudden crack of lightning is what we need to break through the fog of uncertainty that has lingered over us for far too long. Once you pass through Hongzhen, keep your eyes open for a cave on the northern cliff. That will lead you to a shortcut towards Mianlun Chamber. The place is directly under Mount Firmament's iconic loon-shaped cliff. I wish you two the best of luck.
And so we go on the road to pilgrimage next time. So we can't talk to her. I forgot to check the item description of that. It's okay. How far is it? You guess it's all, we're gonna go all the way up there and then confront Tsue and the Fraxidus. Well, thank you guys for dropping in on this super unscheduled and impromptu stream. Pleasure to meet some fellow rovers, resonators as well. Thank you for coming by and sharing your love for the game. Let's see if there's anyone we can raid. But I am also quite tired. I see Uchiha Roshi is playing Bloodborne though. Huh. Okay. Hey Zen, thank you for being here. Thank you for lurking. Let's go ahead and raid out to Uchiha Roshi. We'll see you all most likely later / tomorrow for more Final Fantasy XIV.
To my connection with the world around me.
As I continue the MSQ, we're gonna go back hard on that. Then Tuesday, we're gonna take a break from FF, a quick break for Tavern Talk. We're gonna progress on that, progress in the story for Tavern Talk. And then for the rest of the week, we will continue to try and dedicate it to Final Fantasy XIV. Thank you everyone for being here. For anyone who may be lurking, if you did enjoy this content, please consider hitting that follow button and checking us out on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord.
Bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
The quest to become the best there ever was. The best to be the best. I want to be the very best, the best that there ever was. Yeah, that is the whole Pokemon song, right? I hope your Pokemon journey continues to be fruitful, Zen. You will be Master Trainer one day. I believe in you, Zen. Thank you for being here. Have a good rest of the weekend, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next adventure. Bye-bye.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me and